comes with many guises, as many sponsors, and this is sponsored by Sturdy Wheel Bins, over 10 laps for karting action. And believe me, you have to take this form of motorsport highly seriously, because these 250cc karts are amazing. They can do speeds of up to 170 miles an hour. They go at 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, and they do speeds around Mondello Park here at very much quicker than a Formula One car. So here we are. Here's the grid. James Deary will be on pole position. They're on their warm-up lap at the moment. James Deary on pole position from Monaghan, from the famous Deary family, no less than 3 of them racing here this afternoon. Then John Mccallister from the north of Ireland, number 55. Very interesting entry indeed, because he's going well in the European Championship. Their number C, because he is currently Race of Champions champion here, is Romeo De Falco, who had a big win here last weekend, but he is well down the grid, in fact right at the back of the 250cc grid after problems in practice. Alongside me, Brian Chute, who like myself is a great fan of these form of motor racing.
Yes, 250cc's, they're coming round now to come round to the grid, and as Alan's saying, this is absolutely scintillating stuff. You can imagine that the lap record that Deary has is 54.87 seconds. That's only just over a second off the outright lap record held by Martin Donnelly in a full Formula 3000 car. So a 3000cc car as opposed to a little 250cc. And on pole position to be James Deary there on the left. Very distinctive. Much improved kart from years ago. They've got wings, they've got the nose cone, the downdraft, and now one brave marshal there. They've got to go each side of him, keeping in line. Anybody that starts to jump or move, they've got to hold till at the start. The starter will change the lights. They'll be on red at the moment, and when he's happy, number 49, and we have a go. We have a green light and we have a race. You can see the bumping there as they hit the bumps when he just jumped in the middle there. Mccallister from the outside of the front row just jumped into the lead from James Deary.
So John Mccallister leads, number 55 there in the Coke-sponsored car. Deary's in second place. And then number 2, that is Eamon Deary, his brother, in third place. So the Monaghan pair, and in fact, James is going round the outside there. Mccallister very slow into that one, and the Deary brothers are first and second.
Yes, Mccallister seemed to miss a gear coming down there. 6-speed boxes on these little 250 carts, but missing a gear. And look at this, swapping places already. Slick tires, it's a dry race. Clark of the course has the option to declare what he wants. If it's a damp track, he would declare it a wet race, but the rain cleared off here at Mondello Park, so we're on a dry race. And again, number 3 there, Dominic Murray, very, very quick indeed, a past triple champion, 3 years in a row, but back in the lead once again is James Deary. Mccallister in third place, fourth place now is Mccallister. But look at the 2 Dearys, 2, 3, they've just bumped him down. James Deary being put back into third place again now by Eamon Deary. And look at these, Alan, these are absolutely superb. Remember, they can lap in 54.87 seconds. So it's a 1.25 mile track. These 3 at the moment just pulling out a slight lead. Mccallister being dropped slightly. Deary back into second place. 2 Dearys. Number 2 is Eamon. Number 1 is James. And Eamon going down the outside there of Dominic Murray as they come down into the S's.
Really swapping places all the time. Eamon Deary then leads. That was Dominic Murray in second place, the Dubliner. And there they are. Number 2 is Eamon Deary. Number 3 is Dominic Murray. Number 1 is James Deary. And then we have number 99 really coming up quick. That's Dick Curran. Dick Curran, the man who will also be out in the Formula Opel race this afternoon. So he's got a very busy afternoon's motorsport indeed.
Yeah, amazing thing with Dick, he actually laps quicker in the 250 kart than he does in the full-blooded Opel Lotus. That's number 99. 55 there, John Mccallister, who was on the front row of the grid. But at the moment, it's still Eamon Deary from James Deary. Dickie Curran, 99, just making his way up through the grid. Number 3 there, Dominic Murray, moved back into second place there. You can see these karts bobbing around. They actually almost lie in them. Little wings on the back, keeping the backs of the cart on the ground. Murray having a look at the outside. Eamon Deary holding the central road, a wide in line for him, but Murray not enough room on the inside to actually crack it. There's actually 2 classes here in the back section, or the 125 class. Looking over his shoulder there, that's fairly cheeky, Alan.
Yeah, well, it was looking lovely to see where John Mccallister, number 55, who's suddenly come back into the picture in third place there. So Dominic Murray, who won this race last year, is sponsored by Castrol, holding on to dear life there, and it gets pretty bumpy in a little cart when you come down to this part, although, of course, Mondello was totally resurfaced a couple of years ago. Eamon Deary then still in the lead. Dominic Murray in second place. And then there's James Deary. No, it's not now. The lap chart updated. In fact, of course, it's John Mccallister in third place in the Coke cart, and he's doing extremely well in the European Championship.
Dominic Murray still watching for that number 55. Mccallister had said just pulling out alongside him. Now he knew he was the danger man, being dropped at the moment. Maybe he's a problem. And again, down the outside, James Deary coming back as the tyres get warmer. Little six tyres getting warmer. They're side by side through the S's there. It just gives it a dab at the throttle. And again, Dickie Curran coming up the inside, having a look at the inside there of Dominic Murray, because the door firmly closed on him there. Number 6, yet another Deary, not to confuse you. Peter Deary beginning to make his way up.
So incredible the way they swap and change, and really get quite a buffeting in these little carts. And we saw that Romeo De Falco was coming into the picture there in the background too. But Eamon Deary still holds on. Eamon Deary, then 55 in the Coke cart, and then his brother James Deary harrowing him now. And look at this, Dickie Curran up a place in the very easy to spot Dayglow yellow cart there in fourth place. Absolutely nothing in it between these four, and going round the outside of him to take back a place, James Deary back into second place from James Mccallister.
Yeah, seems to be very, very quick coming down into the S's there. James Deary really can get the whinge, and he's having a look at the lead. It's up the inside to his brother Eamon, just slotting himself back into the lead. That is a back marker on one of the 125 carts as they all dive for the right-hand side of the road, beginning to a high-speed train. Number 3 there, Dominic Murray. Remember, he was holding second place a lap or two ago. Dickie Curran, the bright yellow car there as they come in, but it's Deary from Deary, and then it is Mccallister.
Well, I wouldn't like to put money on any one of these top 5. We're only at half distance, and the places keep swapping, but James Deary now seems to have got a little bit of advantage all of a sudden. He really has pulled out, what, about 5 or 6 cart lengths, which is not a great deal of distance, but all of a sudden James Deary seems to be getting an advantage.
Yes, as these tyres warm up, but look at Dickie Curran trying down around the outside. Himself and Mccallister side by side, nudging, bumping together. Mccallister having a look back at Dick Curran. They're still there is the battle. He's keeping the door firmly closed on the inside. 99 from 55. Dickie Curran from John Mccallister. This man at the moment 6th in the European Championship, so he's no slouch. Again, trying to tuck in there underneath Dickie Curran. Dickie Curran came up from the 4th row of the grid, just tied in. Let's see how he does under braking, keeping that inside line. But Mccallister, number 9 there, seems to be slowing down. A problem there for number 9. He's been lapped, gone through. So Mccallister dropping back there from, but look at this, Dickie Curran making inroads on Eamon Deary.
Dickie Curran trying to go down the inside, and a very experienced driver he is in this class. Indeed, he's been racing karts for many years, also done Formula Ford 2000, and of course has this weekend got himself an Opel Lotus to drive. So there he goes, harrowing all the time Eamon Deary. Incidentally, James Deary, the lap record holder, the man out in the lead here at the moment, and again another back marker just waving the fast men through. And Curran gets second. Curran goes up into second place. So he's come right up through the field. They are now completed their 6th lap of this 10-lap race, and they're virtually all using Rotax engines. Oh, number 2, Eamon Deary, went wide there. Using Rotax engines, 6-speed gearboxes, aerodynamics, as you can see, but no suspension, and that's why they get this buffeting.
Now, this is the top of the range in karting, but believe it or not, for all of those out there watching, and the daddies won't be impressed with this, when you're 8 years of age, you can actually start in a thing called the cadet class karting, of which there are 28 already partaking in Ireland. So between the years of 8 and 12 years, you can start in the cadet class, and that is with a 60cc engine. And then it's up to 100 cc's, 125s in 2 classes, and now the 250. So from 8 years of age all the way up to 48 years of age, you can go karting in Ireland. But this man at the moment is setting his sights on the checkered flag. James Deary who I feel was just holding back there till the tyres really got warm. It's a cold day here at Mondello Park. It takes a lap or two for these little slick tyres to really get the heat in. He's lapping at the moment in a time of 55.54, which would actually put him on the second row of the Formula Opel grid, would you believe? So it's Deary with 2 laps to go as he comes down to the Bridgestone complex. A long right-hander. The grip in these karts is so superb, they don't even have to go out to the edge of the track. They can just come in straight on that tight line, zip it through, and again, just slightly out from the grass here at the S's, whereas the bigger cars have to move out to get the angle. Flicks it right for the second part of the S's at Mobile and up the hill.
What a career that man has had. We're just looking at Dickie Curran in second place, but James Deary, the man who's leading him at the moment, is 5 times Irish champion. Number 3, just going through picture there, Dominic Murray. They're on their last lap now. And in second place, still Dickie Curran, fairly comfortably now ahead of the third place man, Mccallister, number 55 in the Coke car. But Eamon Deary, James Deary I should say, 5 times Irish title holder, twice race of champion here, 21 years racing, would you believe, from this Monaghan man, and showing all his skill here this afternoon.
And he really has it coming out of this corner at the moment. He hasn't put a cart wrong, I'd say, or a foot wrong. Dickie Curran, I don't think, can do anything about it, though. He's very, very quick down through this section, coming into the S's. Taking a very wide line there to try and get a little slingshot at the second part of the S's. But it's James Deary making his way up the centre of the track, just heavy on the brakes, to turning in again for Dickie. And these two are the battle now for third place as they come down for the checkered flag. And it is James Deary from Dickie Curran. Who is it going to be third? It looks like it's going to be John Mccallister in third place, closely followed by Eamon Deary.
Well, Dominic Murray it was there in 4th place, last year's winner. So there's our race winner, yet another victory in his long career for James Deary. And what a fabulous family they are. All 3 of the